Classification of organisms part 2. In this video we are going to discuss about the classes of vertebrates. In the previous video we were discussing about invertebrate phyla, and in this video we are going to discuss about the vertebrates. Under that, the first class of vertebrates is fiscus. Example: butterfly fish, skate and seahorse. Remember children, in this class fiscus, the organisms belonging to this group are fish, right? They possess a bony or a cartilage endoskeleton. Fishes normally they have an endoskeleton, that means the skeleton is present inside their body. And some have a bony skeleton made out of bones, and then some have a cartilage skeletons which are made out of cartilages. Then there has a streamlined body shape covered by scales. You know, fishes, they have a streamlined body shape and then they are covered by scales. Then they possess fins for swimming and balancing. Normally fishes have fins for swimming and balancing their body. They have a lateral line system to detect vibrations in water. Have you seen a lateral line in the fish body? So that is made for detecting vibrations in the water. And a very important part, the fishes, the group fishes, they have two-chambered heart. Their heart only have two chambers, one atria and one ventricle. In fishes, the respiration is done by gills. They don't have lungs, they have gills. And remember, they are cold-blooded animals. What does it mean by cold-blooded animals? Their body temperature is changing according to the environment temperature. That's why we call them as cold-blooded animals. And fishes, they have eyes without eyelids. They have eyes, but they don't have eyelids. The next class of vertebrates is amphibia. Example: frogs, toads, salamander, ichthyophis. Ichthyophis is a scientific name, that's why I have underlined it. Water is essential to complete the life cycle. That means even one stage in their life cycle must be aquatic, right? And they possess metamorphosis. What does it mean by metamorphosis? Metamorphosis is there are several stages in their life cycle. So in their several stages, they show a vast difference. For example, take a frog. Before becoming an adult frog, it is a tadpole. Think about a tadpole and a frog. Their features and their appearance, they are totally different, right? So that is known as metamorphosis, right? Then they possess a thin mucous skin. Their skin is with mucus and it is with glands and no scales on the skin. Pentadactyl limbs used for locomotion. They have limbs for locomotion and they are pentadactyl. What does it mean by pentadactyl? Pentadactyl means their limbs has 5 fingers. Pentadactyl, right? Penta means 5. Three-chambered heart with 2 atria and 1 ventricle. Remember this point. They have three-chambered heart with 2 atria and 1 ventricle. Earlier when we are talking about the fiscus, can you remember? The fiscus, they had two-chambered heart, 1 atria and 1 ventricle. What has happened when they are evolutionary developing to amphibia? 2 atria, now they have 2 atria, the amphibians are having 2 atria and 1 ventricle. So now they have three-chambered heart, right? Respiration is done by lungs, moist skin and buccal cavity. These are the structures where they are doing their respiration. And remember, they are cold-blooded animals, or as you can say poikilothermic. Cold-blooded means, in the previous part also I have explained that cold-blooded means they are changing their body temperature according to the environment temperature. The next class of vertebrates is reptilia. We'll see the examples: tortoise, turtle, snakes, lizard, monitor, iguana and crocodile. Dry skin without glands. They have a dry skin and that skin is without glands. They do not have glands in their skins. possess scales on their skin. They have scales on their skin. And they are also having pterodactyl limbs for locomotion. And they are having a heart with two atria and incompletely divided ventricle. That is important. When we are talking about whiskers, can you remember they were having two chambered heart, one atria with one atria and one ventricle. Then when you are talking about the amphibia, we learned that they have three chambered heart with two atria and one ventricle. What about reptilia? They are having two atria with incompletely divided ventricle. Do they have two ventricles? Can we say that they have two ventricles? No, still they are dividing, right? We'll see in the next class of invertebrates whether they are divided or not, right? So here we can say two atria and one ventricle, but it is incompletely divided ventricle. It is going to be divided into two parts. You guess that, right? Then respiration is done by lungs. They have lungs for their respiration, and they are also cold-blooded animals. They possess internal fertilization. That means their fertilization is done internally. Next, we are going to talk about the aves. Example: ostrich, hummingbird, jungle fowl, blue magpie, kiwi, duck, swan, owl, parrot, and penguin. Can you guess who are in this group? The birds, right? And the ostrich is the largest bird and hummingbird is the smallest bird, right? They possess a light bony endoskeleton. Their skeleton is light and consists of bones. They possess a streamlined body for flying. Can you remember who had a streamlined body previously? Had a streamlined body was present in whiskers as well. That streamlined body was present for them for swimming. But they are also these ones. That means aves also having a streamlined body that is for flying. And their skin is covered by feathers. This is a unique feature in aves. And they do not have teeth, no teeth, and they have a beak. Instead of teeth, they have beak. They have eyes with eyelids and they have a sharp sight. They are also having pentadactyl limbs for locomotion and their forelimbs are converted into wings. And see this point. Four-chambered heart with two atria and two ventricles. Aves. They have a four-chambered heart, two atria and two ventricles. Can you remember fish case? They had two-chambered heart with one atria and one ventricle. Then amphibians, they had three-chambered heart with two atria and one ventricle. Reptilia, they had two atria and an incompletely divided ventricle. Right? In this aves, they have two atria and two ventricles. Therefore, they are having a four-chambered heart. And remember, they are warm-blooded animals, or else we can call them as homoeothermic. What does it mean by warm-blooded? Warm-blooded is their body temperature is not changing according to the environment temperature. At last, we are going to talk about the class Mammalia. See the examples: human, mice, loris, monkey, chimpanzee, bat, whale, dolphin, deer, dog, and cat. So these are mammals. Even human are belonging to this class. Skin is covered with hair and they possess mammary glands, sweat glands, and sebaceous glands. Mammary glands are there to secrete milk. Sweat glands and sebaceous glands are present in the skin. Sweat glands produce sweat, and sebaceous glands they produce sebum. Possess earlobes, and they are having a four-chambered heart with two atria and two ventricles. This is a similarity between aves and mammalia. Both of them, both of the classes, they are having a heart with four chambers, two atria and two ventricles. They are having a they do complete double circulation, and they are having a biconcave shaped red blood cells, and they lack a nucleus. They are warm-blooded animals. That means their body temperature is not changed according to the environment temperature. Testes are present outside the body and they do